Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, we're going to be taking a little look at postcolonialist theory in this webinar. We're going to be delving a little bit into it. For so far, in this lesson, we haven't done much. This is more of an introduction to what we were going to be looking at later on in the lesson. So, at this point, I assume that you've already watched the movie Pocahontas. I really hope you did. That was like part of it. And I also think that you should have also watched the video on postcolonialism if you didn't, or you'll have a 4-year degree at university. Like some of you might. I don't know. It depends. Oh, thank you, Kira. Yeah, Kira did. Kira's always sucking up to teacher. It's very nice of her. Anyways, so today we are going to be looking once more at post-colonial theory. We're going to be going through it a little bit more in depth. We're going to be taking a look at how it kind of applies to Pocahontas, and we're going to be just kind of delving into it. We're going to be doing a couple of fun little exercises using post-colonial theory. But before we do any of that, we're going to start off with a Nearpod exercise. Now, if you guys remember Nearpod, it's this website right here. Let me see if I can get it up here. Hopefully I didn't lose that link. Anyways, just go on to nearpod.com, everyone, please, and thank you. And we are going to put this. There you go. This code into Nearpod, okay? Once you guys are there, just message that I am there and I am ready to get started with the Nearpod, okay? So just go to nearpod.com.ca, whatever the figure is, and just put in that code as a student. Easy as pie. Let's see if anyone's joined so far. I have 2 people. Alana, Nico. Still waiting for Ashana. Where is Ashana? You guys have any questions, just type it out in the live stream there. Oh, my internet is slow, it's loading. Ashana always with the excuses. It's okay, Ashana. You're gonna do good on this grade, I know you will. Nico is ready to go, just trying to get all those brownie points. What a guy. What a guy. Oh, Kira's in? And Ishana. All right, we are all set to go now, guys. So as you can see, we have a condescending looking John Smith going, girl. Now, our first our first thing that we're going to be doing is just a simple labeling exercise, okay? So I'm going to turn the page here. Now, here we have a picture of our hero, John Smith. Now, he is the secondary hero in the story, or the movie rather, the Disney movie Pocahontas. Now, all I really want you guys to do is just describe him any way you want. Physical, uh, action-based, just write freeform on it, anything you like. What does he look like? What does he do in the movie? How does he serve a purpose? Who is he in the movie? Nico's writing. You can label him any way you like. He has pretty interesting pants. Smug. Ooh, I like that, Kira. He does look a little smug, doesn't he? You can label him any way you like. White boy? Yeah, Alana, he is the white boy, isn't he? Nico is trying to draw out his answer. He hasn't found the text feature yet. That's okay. White boy, blue, very blue, colonial, white man. What did Kira say? Colonius pig. Oh, I like that one. Kira's ahead of the game right now, guys. Blonde and blue eyes. That's a really important distinction. Very good, Nico. Thinks he is sup. Good, Shauna. He does think he's sup, isn't he? Kills Indians. Kira's nailing it right now. She's getting it. Yeah, strong. Very good, Nico. Thinks he's a superior. I'm just gonna give you one more minute. Just put whatever you think about the picture. You can talk about his face too. Arms are crossed. Good. Confidence, right? He shows confidence. Good job, Alana. Oh, yes, Sean has already submitted. Mel Gibson wants to smash Pocahontas. Yes, Kira. Yes, okay. Keep it classroom appropriate over there, Kira. Relax. Oh, she erased it all. And submitted. Good job, guys. All right. Good. So I saw a lot of really interesting descriptions there for John Smith. He Kira was doing a lot of really good work, but I also really like Nico's as well. Blue eye, blonde hair, white, confident. He's kind of the proto image of what we would assume like a person would be, right? From England at that time. He's what Disney is trying to create. Disney, throughout many of the movies, tries to create the perfect prince to their princesses, right? They're usually the people who are self-confident, very little flaws, people who are strong, who are big, who take charge, who take command. Now, post-colonial theory always dictates that there are two types of people in post-colonial theory. We have the colonizer and the colonized. Now, as you guys could see, this John Smith character is the colonizer. He is not a good person in this movie. He shouldn't be. But somehow Disney flips him and makes him the hero. They make him the good guy. They make him the prestige presence of what they want to be, right? So they princerize him. They make him the prince. Now, as they're making him the prince, they are kind of glossing over history. They're going over historical fact. They're changing it to what they want. Now, there's a really good quote by this fella named Said, who talks about this kind of change in his book Orientalism. And it's how Europeans kind of dictate themselves apart from those who live in Asia. It doesn't really, it kind of translates well to North Americans, but he really talks about the Asian European dynamic. Now, Said says, which is a fun sentence to say, that the colonizer kind of pictures themselves as being the perfect image of what a human should be, right? They have the best customs, they have the best religion, they have the best looks, the best style. They are superior in their eyes. And because they are superior, they have to other the other group, right? If they're the superior, then there has to be somebody who is less than them. So in Orientalism, he looks at how Europeans kind of upped themselves, made themselves think that they are better than the Asian population. And they do this by spreading myths, by spreading rumors, by straight up being racist, by straight up, rose coloring their own actions to be more superior, to be more righteous, even though they're just as bad or even worse. A lot of the times, much, 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 like 6 billion much worse than those that they are colonizing. So we see this in Pocahontas, and we see Disney kind of taking this image of John Smith and kind of twisting it. They are creating this colonizer and making him a hero, making him the prince. Now, we don't want that, okay? We're going to be learning a lot more later on in this lesson as we go on to our next section, which is going to be the true facts about Pocahontas. And we're going to be looking at the real John Smith, the real John Ralph, the real Pocahontas, and the real story about Jamestown. And how, honestly, John Smith is a terrible, 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 like terrible person. He is the worst. So with that in mind, and seeing John Smith through the eyes of a colonizer, not as this pretty boy, strong, independent white man that Disney portrays him as in the movie, I want you guys to take a look at John Smith now through a post-colonial lens, okay? Look at him as the colonizer. Look at him as the person who he should be, the villain of this story, okay? Go back to Nearpod, guys, and we're going to switch over to another picture of John Smith, okay? And I want you guys to do the exact same thing, only this time I want you guys to write descriptions of him as a colonizer. Okay? Think back to the video, think back to what we've learned about post-colonial theory, and talk about how he is influencing Pocahontas, how he is putting his culture onto Pocahontas. Okay? Also, tell me why he's the villain of this story. Because straight up, he ain't no hero. Think about all the subtle ways. Entitled, that's a good one. He is very entitled. He thinks that he owns the land. He don't own no land. That dang John Smith. White Eurocentric cities are good. Very good, Nico. Cultural superiority, good. Yes, courses Pocahontas into a relationship. Manipulative, good job, Alana. Entitled, good job, Ishana. Natural land is bad, good. Looking at the environmental aspects, only values his own culture. That's a very, very, very good point and a very good, clear idea of what post-colonialism is. Good job, Kira. Says that they're savages except for Pocahontas. Good job, Ashana. Othering, right? We are taking, since they are superior, then there has to be somebody who is below them. So they are taking the indigenous peoples as below them. What do we have here? Inhumane, very inhumane. Can show you how to use the land properly. Ooh, that's a good quote from the movie. I like that, Nico. We're actually going to go into that quote a little bit later. Just wants that gold. He sure does, Kira. Yes, Europeans as standard of civilization. Good job. All right, I'm just going to give you one more minute, guys. Put down what you think. Self-right, overconfident. Very good, guys. When you're all ready, just submit it whenever you're ready, guys. The primitive other. Good. That's some terminology. I like that, Ashana. Self-righteous. Has killed many Indians. It's not his first time. Okay, Nico was locking in his answers. Kira keeps erasing her answers and then locking in. It's okay, Kira. I saw them. I think they're really good answers. Oh no, there they are. Just the website playing tricks on me. It's all good, guys. Just waiting for Shauna and Alana. Alana's locking in, it looks like. Good job, guys. All right. Good work. All right. Great job, everybody. So, meet you back at YouTube right now. All right, guys. So we are all done. I just wanted to give you a quick little introduction of post-colonial theory. Once again, you probably should have already watched the video beforehand. If you haven't watched the video, that's fine. Take a look at it right now. Okay. Really good ideas on John Smith. He is the colonizer. Once again, he is not the hero of this story. But try to think, why did Disney make him the hero? Why is he seen as a good guy? Okay, we're going to delve next into the history of Pocahontas. We're going to be looking at the true history of Jamestown, the true history of Pocahontas, and we're going to be doing some activities based around that. And then we're going to bring it right on back to post-colonial theory for your final assignment. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Before I leave you though, if anyone has any questions, please put them into the little chat bar, and I will try my best to answer them. I'll wait for like 3 to 2 minutes. To I don't know. I should have like a counter or something maybe. I don't know. I guess it says live. I've been going for 15 minutes. Good gracious, you guys must be sick of me. Do anybody has anything to ask me? The questions are open. Also, if you guys get a chance, you should really read Said's Orientalism. It's really interesting. I can't remember his first name for the life of me. I don't know why I don't remember it. Uh, All right. Well, if no one has any questions, nothing